Welcome to Pumping Python. My name is Jacob Itegboje, and this is the type error, which is raised when something is used in a way that it should not be. Time to write some code. I'll open the Explorer, then with Control and tilde on the keyboard, open a terminal. On Windows without subsystem Linux, /make python tdd.ps1, type_error as the name of the project. On the other operating systems, /make python tdd.sh. type_error. Enter to run it. It makes the folders and files that are needed, installs packages, then runs the first test. When I Control Option click on the file name, it opens in the editor. I'll change true to false to make the test pass. Then change the class name to match the capwords format. Capital T. Remove the underscore capital E. Enter at the top of the file after the import statement, import source.type_error. Come down to test_failure, change that to be test_type_error_w_non_callables. Then change the next line to be source.type_error.none parentheses. The terminal shows attribute error. Module source.type_error has no attribute none. Hashtag attribute error in the list of exceptions encountered. Then I'll open the source folder, grab TypeError.py to put on the left side of the editor. Close the Explorer. Add the name none in small letters pointed to the object none with a capital N. The terminal shows type error. Non-type object is not callable. Hashtag type error in the list of exceptions encountered. The parentheses to the right of none here is a call. None is a reference to none with a capital N. Python is case sensitive, so I can write names like this where the only difference is the case. None is a non-callable object. If I put parentheses to the right of it, I get the same error, type error. For this to work, I have to change the reference to a function. def to the left of none, parentheses to the right of it, colon. Enter, return, remove the equal sign. And the test passes. I'll do it again a few more times. Source.type_error.false, parentheses. I will add the name false in small letters pointed to the boolean false with a capital F. The terminal shows type error. Bool object is not callable. def false, parentheses, colon, enter, return, remove the equal sign. The test passes. Source.type_error.true, parentheses, why not? The terminal shows attribute error. I'll add the name true pointed to the boolean true with a capital T. The terminal shows type error. Bool object is not callable. DEF, true, parentheses, colon, enter, return, remove the equal sign. The test passes. Source.type_error.a_list, parentheses. The terminal shows attribute error. I'll add a underscore list equal sign square brackets 1, 2, 3, quotes n. The terminal shows type error. List object is not callable. DEF to the left of a_list, parentheses, colon, enter, return, remove the equal sign. And the test passes. Source.type_error.a_dictionary, parentheses. The terminal shows attribute error. Add a underscore dictionary, pointed to curly braces, quotes, key, colon, quotes, value. The terminal shows type error. Dict object is not callable. DEF to the left of a_dictionary, parentheses, and colon to the right, enter, return, remove the equal sign. And the test passes. DEF, test_type_error_w_function_signatures, parentheses, self, colon at the end. On the next line, source.type_error.function_00, parentheses, quotes A. The terminal shows attribute error. I will add DEF function_00, parentheses, colon at the end, enter, return none. The terminal shows type error. Function_00 takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. In the call to the function, I pass in A in quotes as input, but the definition does not take in any input. The parentheses are empty. For this to work, I'll give an input parameter. I'm going to call it argument. And the test passes. I'll do another one. Source.type_error.function_01, parentheses, quotes A, comma, quotes B. The terminal shows attribute error. DEF function_01, parentheses, argument, so it takes in input, colon at the end, enter, return none. The terminal shows type error. Function_01 takes 1 positional argument, but 2 were given. In the call to the function, I pass in A and B separated by commas, or by a comma, which makes it 2 input arguments, but the definition only accepts 1. To make it work, I'll do argument_1, comma, argument_2. And the test passes because the call now matches the signature. I'll do another one. Source.type_error.function_02 parentheses quotes A, comma quotes B, comma quotes C. The terminal shows attribute error. Add def function_02 parentheses argument _1, comma argument _2, colon at the end, enter, return none. The terminal shows type error. Function 02 takes 2 positional arguments, but 3 were given. Again, the number of input arguments must match. Comma after argument _2 in the function definition, argument _3. And the test passes. Source.type_error.function_03 parentheses quotes A, comma quotes B, comma quotes C, comma quotes D. You can guess what happens next. The terminal shows attribute error. I will add def function _03 parentheses argument _1, comma argument _2, comma argument _3, colon at the end, enter, return none. The terminal shows type error. Function _03 takes 3 positional arguments but 4 were given. Comma after argument _3, argument _4. And the test passes. DEF test_type_error_w_objects_that_do_not_mix parentheses self colon at the end. Enter to go to the next line, non plus 1. The terminal shows type error. Unsupported operand types for plus, non-type and int. I cannot do arithmetic with none. Enter before the line with self.assert raises parentheses, type error, colon at the end. Come down to the next line and with Control or Command right square bracket, move it to the right. The test passes. Enter backspace, quotes text plus 0.1. The terminal shows type error. Can only concatenate string, not float to string. I can only add a string to a string. Enter before the line with self.assert raises parentheses type error, colon at the end. Come down to the next line, move it to the right. The test passes. Enter backspace, parentheses 1, 2, 3, quotes n, minus curly braces 1, 2, 3, quotes n. The terminal shows type error. Unsupported operand types for minus, tuple, and set. Enter before the line with self.assert raises parentheses type error colon at the end. Come down to the next line and move it to the right. And all tests are passing. I'll close the terminal. I ran tests for the type error with non-callables, function signatures, and objects that do not mix. Would you like to test data structures? I'll see you in the next one.